Ways for defense driving. In the United States, most driving-related fatalities are caused by drunk or distracted drivers. Even though we are all human, there are ways to stay safe on the road. The first thing you can do is get a good insurance policy. Insurance companies usually have discounts for those who take defensive driving classes or for those who don't have any accidents or violations on their record. Next, make sure that you're always wearing your seatbelt. It will save your life in the event of an accident and prevent you from being thrown out of your car if it rolls over. If you're going to be driving at night or in dark conditions, make sure that your lights are bright enough so that others can see you coming. If they aren't bright enough, then go to an auto parts store and buy some brighter ones. Be sure they are DOT approved as well. Also make sure that you have plenty of gasoline in your tank so that you won't run out while driving at night. Don't drink and drive. This is probably one of the most important things to remember when it comes to defensive driving techniques. There are two types of drivers, defensive and aggressive. Defensive drivers are aware of their surroundings, take note of other people's driving habits and generally drive safely. Aggressive drivers, on the other hand, disregard safety in favor of speed and power. The best way to drive defensively is to follow these tips. 1. Always keep your car maintained properly. This includes checking the tire pressure and making sure that everything is in good working order before you hit the road. 2. Stay alert at all times while driving. Don't text or talk on the phone while driving if it can wait until later. If there's an emergency, pull over as soon as possible and call 911 or another emergency number immediately. 3. Be aware of your blind spots when changing lanes or turning corners. They're not always easy to see. Also be sure to check them before you make any quick movements such as merging onto a highway or entering an intersection with traffic lights or stop signs on either side. In other words, anywhere there may be vehicles ahead. When you're driving defensively, you can avoid many of the distractions and hazards that endanger your safety and the safety of others. You might not be able to prevent all accidents, but defensive driving can help you avoid getting into them or mitigate their effects if they do happen. Use a turn signal. Using your turn signals helps other drivers see what you plan to do and helps them predict what you may do next. It also lets them know when it's safe for them to pass without having to rely on guesswork. Learn how to properly use turn signals. When using a signal, make sure it's clear whether you intend to make a left or right turn or go straight through an intersection. If your blinker isn't working, consider replacing it before driving in traffic. Maintain proper distance between vehicles. Don't tailgate or follow too closely. Both are dangerous because they restrict your ability to see ahead and react safely if something happens up ahead. At night, this can be especially problematic because headlights from other vehicles will appear as one bright light instead of two separate ones at different distances behind yours. Use the 3-second rule, count 1001, 1002 and so forth until about 3 seconds have passed since the car ahead,